The following is a special sports broadcast presentation of Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg.
It's time for the West Virginia American Legion Baseball State Tournament, which is brought to you by Trips Flooring, Van Meter 9 and the Sycamore at Stonebridge, Queen Dental, Reed's Distributor, Tobin's Country Catering, TRG Services, Valley Health, Hagerstown Ford, the Browns Funeral Home and Cremations, Robert Fields and Sons, CMA Chevy and Toyota dealerships of Martinsburg, WVU Medicine, Cody's Auto Body, Parsons Ford, the Mansion Freddie Law Firm, the Berkeley County Health Department, Modern Realty Results, the Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies, Orsini's Home Store, Burke Schultz, Harmon and Jenkinson, L.A. Roberts Jewelers, Mother Shuckers, the Skinner Law Firm, the Mirius Group, Rocks, and the Palace Lounge. Let's go live to the field and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team.
Good afternoon from P.O. Faulkner Park for the West Virginia American Legion Baseball State Tournament on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10, as well as WRNR TV on YouTube and the Ohio Valley Sports Online network for this one, as Wheeling Post 1 is the home team in this game, playing against Bridgeport 68. As 4 teams remain in this state tournament. Take a look at how things went yesterday. It was Bridgeport falling to Morgantown Post 2 by a final score of 10-9 in 8 innings. Wheeling Post 1 beat South Charleston 3-2 in 8 innings. And then Charleston beat Post 14 5-1. So, with those games, it was Berkeley Post 14 being eliminated, along with South Charleston being eliminated. And with the 4 teams remaining, we had to go to Note 1, which is pairing for games 12 and 13 will not match previous opponents against each other unless absolutely necessary. So things had to be shifted around since Bridgeport and Charleston had already played each other, which means we have Charleston going up against Morgantown later today, and in this one it will be Bridgeport and Wheeling. Wheeling is 26-7 overall, 2-1 in tournament play. Bridgeport comes in with a record of 20-14 overall, 2-1 as well in tournament play. So, one of these teams will be eliminated after this game. The winner will move on to the next game to take on the winner of game number 13. And that could get tricky with Morgantown being an undefeated team. If Charleston were to defeat Morgantown Post 2 in the 4 o'clock game, then game 13 would have the winner taking on the winner of this game, and Morgantown would actually get a bye, go straight to the championship, and play the winner of Game 13, and we'd have a Game 14 and Game 15 tomorrow. Let's now get to the starting lineups for both teams here in this one, starting off with the visitors for Bridgeport Post 68. Leading off is the catcher, number 21, Zach Rohrig. Batting second and playing in right field, number 92, Brody Pierce. Batting third in left field, number 19, Mark Beafor. Batting fourth, the third baseman, number 9, Dylan Duvall. Batting fifth, the pitcher, number 24, Rowan Michaelis. Batting sixth at shortstop, number 44, Isaac Lowe. Batting seventh at first base, number 00, Connor Blake. Batting eighth, the second baseman, number 5, Sammy Vianney. And batting ninth in center field, number 2, Sam Goodwin. For Wheeling Post 1, Leading off is the left fielder, number 7, Jared Marsh. Batting second at center field, number 12, Alex Taylor. Batting third at shortstop, number 35, Jackson Murray. Batting fourth at third base, number 25, is Andrew Skadra. Batting fifth, the catcher, number 2, Dylan Wilson. Batting sixth in right field, number 8, Braxton Billick. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, number 1, Zade Billings. Batting eighth at first base, number 21, is Quinn Jamison. Batting ninth for Wheeling Post 1, the second baseman, number 4, Preston Cole. And then pitching for Wheeling Post 1 will be number 13, Ryan Yates. So we're here at P.O. Faulkner Park for day number 4 of 5 for the West Virginia American Legion Baseball State Tournament. I'm Colin McLaughlin for Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Back at the studio is Dylan Bishop, as both teams now have their starting lineups and reserves being called out here by the PA announcer. For Bridgeport Post 68, they are in the red uniforms with the royal blue name and numbers on the front and back outlined in white, a gray and white hat with the red bill and the blue 68 on the front, gray pants with red stripe down the side. For Wheeling Post 1, they are in the dark blue uniforms with the gold script on the front, gold numbers on the back outlined in white, all blue hats with the gold W logo on the front, and then the white pinstripe pants for Wheeling Post 1 as well. That wraps up the pregame coverage. We'll step aside, take ourselves a 2-minute break. On the other side of that 2-minute break, we'll have first pitch between Bridgeport Post 68 and Wheeling Post 1. This is the West Virginia American Legion Baseball State Tournament on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Back in 2 minutes.
This live-streamed broadcast is being brought to you by the fine folks at Technicap. Technicap Group develops and manufactures highly functional, attractive, and reliable metal closures, aluminum bottles, and aerosol cans, enabling worldwide customers to build their brands, to protect the integrity of their products and guarantee the safety of consumers. Technicap is a proud sponsor of Wheeling Post 1 American Legion Baseball.
Mother Shuckers. Fresh Florida stone crab straight from the boat to your throat. Blue crabs, king, snow, Dutchness, all available year-round. Try and find that anywhere else around here. Homemade soup specials every day. Mother Shuckers is located at 1014 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. Mother Shuckers, we have an opinion. If you don't like it, shuck it up, Buttercup. Come on over to Mother Shuckers.
This live stream broadcast is proudly sponsored by Realtor Shelley Craik of Fathom Realty. Looking for a new home? Give Shelley a call today, 304-639-1807. Shelley Craik is a proud sponsor of Wheeling Post 1 American Legion Baseball.
John's Pool Supplies, your local one-stop shop for all of your swimming pool needs. Located at 237 Eagle School Road, John's Pool Supplies has over 30 years of experience and a large selection of products, services, and supplies for your pool or hot tub. From custom liner installation and pool inspections to free water testing, call John's Pool Supplies at 304-267-2000 or go to johnspoolsupplies.com.
This live-streamed broadcast is being brought to you by the fine folks at Generations Restaurant and Pub. Show your appreciation by visiting them today at 338 National Road, Wheeling, or order online at generationswhg.com. Generations Restaurant and Pub is a proud sponsor of Wheeling Post 1 American Legion Baseball.
We welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. The national anthem has concluded, and it's almost time for first pitch between Wheeling Post 1 and Bridgeport Post 68. Game 1 of 2 games for you today on this beautiful Sunday afternoon in Martinsburg, West Virginia. I'm Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Back at the studio is Dylan Bishop as the American Legion Baseball pledge is recited by both teams. Players now put their caps back on, head back to their dugouts, and then Wheeling Post 1 will take the field, and Bridgeport post 68 will get ready to grab their bats and get things started here with a three-man umpire crew at P.O. Faulkner Park. Again, post 68's lineup: Roerig, Pierce, Beafor, Duval, Michaelis, Lowe, Blake, Vianney, and Goodwin for Bridgeport. And then defensively, Ryan Yates on the pitcher's mound for Wheeling. Dylan Wilson's the catcher. First base, Quinn Jamison. Second base, Preston Cole. Shortstop, Jackson Murray. Third base, Andrew Skadra. Left field, Jared Marsh. Center field, Alex Taylor. And right field, Braxton Billick. First inning is sponsored by WVU Medicine, as we are also on the Ohio Valley Sports Online Network for Wheeling Post 1's games. So, thank you for everybody that's tuned in here, no matter where you are for this one. Hope you've enjoyed coverage of the tournament so far. It's been a good one between these teams, and it's not over yet. We'll either have 2 teams remaining tomorrow or potentially 3 teams remaining tomorrow on the final day. Ryan Yates continues his warm-up pitches before we get started. Again, Bridgeport post 68, 20-14 overall, 2-1 in tournament play. And then for Wheeling Post 1, they have a record of 26 wins and 7 losses, also 2-1 in tournament play. Yates gets a few more warm-up pitches. It's like about 2, while Bridgeport tries to get their timing against him. Final warm-up pitch is thrown, and we're almost ready to start here. A little bit behind. That's all right.
Leading off for Bridgeport, post 68, number 21.
So here comes the catcher,
Catcher,
Zach Roerig, number 21, to lead things off. Ryan Yates sets. First pitch of today is a breaking ball called strike 1 to Roerig. His first pitch comes at 1:03 p.m. It's an 0-1 count to Roerig. Here comes the next pitch from Yates. And this one misses low for a ball to even up the count at 1-1 strike. So 1-1 count to the righty and Roerig. Yates' big kick and pitch. So that's fouled straight back into the net behind home plate. So now there's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Roerig locked in. Chokes up a little bit on the bat for the 1-2 pitch, and it's a breaking ball. It's called strike 3. Roerig goes down looking for out number 1, as that strikeout is sponsored by the Zambito Flooring America, and first pitch was sponsored by the Glessner Group. Brody Pierce now up to bat with 1 out here in the top of the first. First pitch outside for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes. This pitch from Yates also misses low and away, so the count 2-0 now to Pierce. Pierce, the starting right fielder for Bridgeport. 2-0 from Yates. Misses inside now for ball 3. So 3 straight balls to Pierce here to begin this at-bat. There's the 3-0. Is high for ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk. Pierce will go down to first base with 1 out here in the top of the first inning. And that'll bring up for Bridgeport post 68, Beafor. Mark Beafor, a righty, starting in left field. will have his first at-bat of the day against Yates. Yates, first pitch, outside for ball one. So 5 straight balls here from Ryan Yates as he throws the baseball that was in play back to his catcher, Dylan Wilson, to get it exchanged for a new baseball from the home plate umpire. So we'll see if that changes anything here for Ryan Yates or not. 1-0. High and outside for ball two. Make it 6 straight balls now thrown by Yates. Runner on first, 1 out. Yates looks over at the runner who takes his lead. 2-0. Misses for a ball as Beafor squared up the bunt and pulled the bat back. So now 3-0 count. We're 1 ball away from back-to-back 4-pitch walks issued by Ryan Yates of Wheeling. And there it is. High and outside for ball 4. So after a strikeout looking to Roerig, Ryan Yates proceeds to issue back-to-back 4-pitch walks to the 2-3 batters in the lineup of Bridgeport Post 68. And now, cleanup batter Dylan Duvall will step up to bat. We'll see how aggressive he is at the plate after 8 straight balls thrown by Ryan Yates. Yates, the righty, sets. First pitch is a breaking ball that breaks away out of the zone for a ball. So 9 straight balls now by Ryan Yates. None of them have really been close to being a strike. 1-0. Finally gets the strike zone as that's right down the middle. The count 1-1 now to Dylan Duvall. So, one of the 10 past pitches for strikes now. And this one hits him right in the helmet, but they're going to say Duvall leaned into it. He kind of flinched, tried to duck down, and the head did go forward on the breaking ball. So, that counts as strike 2. A 1 ball, 2 strikes instead of having the bases loaded. Or excuse me, 2 balls, 1 strike. So just not a hit by pitch. And this is a swing and a miss. Okay. Nope. It is a 2-2 count. Yep. Duvall was walking away thinking it was strike 3, but now realizes that when he was hitting the head, it was a ball, not a strike. So 2-2 count. 1 out. Runners at first and second here in the top of the first. 2-2 pitch. Fouled off to the right by Duvall. Had a play to keep the count at 2-2. Bridgeport Post 68, the visitors in this game. Wheeling Post 1, the home team. Ryan Yates on the mound for Wheeling. Looks at the runner behind him and now delivers the 2-2 pitch. It's a fastball that's grounded to the shortstop, Murray. He's going to go to third to get the lead runner out on the fielder's choice for out number 2. 6-5 fielder's choice. Duvall goes to first. Beafor is now the runner at second. Pierce is out at third. And that'll bring up the pitcher for Bridgeport, Michaelis. So, Rowan Michaelis up to bat. Trying to get him a lead for Bridgeport before he has to go out on the mound. Yates' first pitch, breaking ball, called strike 1 at the knees. And it balls 1 strike now to Michaelis. Yates sets. 0-1. Fastball outside for a ball. So count now 1 ball and 1 strike to Michaelis. Michaelis, righty, calls time. And he gets it right before Yates went to throw the pitch. So we reset with the 1-1. Both sides are ready to go, and here's the 1-1 pitch. Yates goes back to the breaking ball, and it's too low for a ball. So 2 balls, 1 strike now. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That's grounded by Michaelis, foul. Over to the left, down the line and out of play. Count now even at 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs, 2 runners on. Those runners at first and second for Bridgeport post 68. Scoreless top of the first inning so far. 2-2 pitch from Yates. Softly grounded to the left. The third baseman, Skadra, charges in. His throw across the diamond. Scooped up by Quinn Jameson as he goes down into a split. And that ends the inning. So 2 runners get left stranded. And it remains scoreless after the top of the first. We're headed to the bottom on the first after this 1-minute break. This is the West Virginia American Legion Baseball State Tournament on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or hancockchevy.com.
We welcome you back here as our bottom of the first inning is sponsored by Generations Restaurant and Pub. 0-0. As it's now Wheeling's turn to come up to bat against Bridgeport. It's Bridgeport in the top of the first inning. Had no runs on no hits, no errors. Stranded 2 runners with the 2 walks and a strikeout for Ryan Yates. So Marsh, Taylor, Murray, the 1-2-3 batters in Wheeling Post 1's lineup. Get ready here against Rowan Michaelis out on the mound for Bridgeport. The final final warm-up throw is concluded for Bridgeport.
Rowan Michaelis.
Michaelis will now meet with his infield before we begin the bottom of the first.
Left fielder Jared Marsh.
Marsh will step in here a few moments for the first at-bat. Michaelis, a very tall pitcher out on that mound. First pitch. Fastball called strike 1 on the outside corner to begin the at-bat against Marsh. Looks like Michaelis is going to work quickly as well as the 0-1. Curveball that just misses outside, so the count now even at 1-1. 1-1 pitch now to Marsh. In the turf for ball 2, so 2 balls and 1 strike. Warm one today, right now 87 degrees here in Martinsburg. Feels like 92 because of the humidity, as this is low for ball 3, and then got to add on probably a good 10 to 15 degrees out on the turf to warm things up on the infield. So 3-1 count to Marsh to lead off the bottom of the first, as the 3-1 from Michaelis just misses for ball 4. So a leadoff walk to begin the afternoon for Wheeling Post 1. Marsh heads to first with nobody out. Now batting's the center fielder and Taylor.
Second for Wheeling. Number 12, center fielder Alex Taylor.
Alex Taylor waiting before stepping in to the batter's box here, getting the signal from his third base coach. Rowan Michaelis looks over at the runner at first, who has a pretty big lead. And he'll now try to throw over. And sliding back in is Marsh safely. Marsh retakes his lead now. Michaelis sets. First pitch is high for a ball. Taylor squared the bunt, but quickly pulled the bat back. His third baseman Dylan Duvall was ready for that bunt. He came charging in. So 1-0 count now to Taylor. The 1-0 pitch from Michaelis. Taylor bunts right back to the pitcher. Michaelis going to toss it over to first to get Taylor out. And Marsh will head to second. So one down now in the bottom of the first. And here comes Murray for Post 1. So the small ball moves the runner over into scoring position here in the bottom of the first. As Jackson Murray now will try to bring that runner home. Michaelis looks at the runner behind him before he sets. And it's a breaking ball on the pitch that just misses inside for ball 1. Michaelis gives a little shrug after that call, gets the ball back from Rohrig, his catcher. Will now get set for the 1-0 pitch to Murray. And Murray will call time before that pitch can be delivered from Michaelis. Michaelis sets. A 1-0 pitch. Goes back to that curveball, and it drops in for a strike to Murray, so 1-1 count. So 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, runner at second. Michaelis going to turn and step off to put the runner back at second. No throw. He'll step back on the rubber now and stare down at Jackson Murray, the batter, for Post 1. Pitch popped over down the first base side, out of play. He's running over is Connor Blake, the first baseman, to the fence to watch that one fly out. Count now 1-2 to Murray. It's a scoreless first inning so far between Bridgeport Post 68 and Wheeling Post 1. Winner of this game will play the winner of the next game tomorrow at 1 p.m. The next game at 4 o'clock today between Morgantown Post 2 and Charleston Post 65. Rowan Michaelis on the mound for Bridgeport. Checks the runner behind him and now sends the 1-2 pitch, which is lined just foul behind the back of the umpire, protecting the line there to watch it. And count remains 1-2 for Murray. That stayed fair. It would have easily scored the runner at second in Marsh. So Michaelis sets once again out on the mound. He's going to step off as he didn't like the moves from Marsh behind him. So he's shuffling back and forth with his lead, trying to get into the head of the pitcher, Rowan Michaelis. Michaelis now goes with a fastball, and again, a grounder foul down the third base line this time instead of a liner by Murray. So 2 straight pitches fouled off by Murray down the third baseline, keeps the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Michaelis looks for the pitch from his catcher, Zach Rohrig. Will now set. And he's going to step off again to put the runner back at second. Seems like about every other pitch, Michaelis is trying to go and catch Marsh off guard. A 1-2. This, again, fouled way out of play this time. It lands on the net of the batting cage there behind the third base dugout and will roll off. So make it 3 straight pitches fouled off to the left. And if the trend continues, my prediction will be that Rowan Michaelis will step off and look at Marsh at second base. He does not. And this is lined in between shortstop and third into left field. And Mark Beafor's throw home is going to be cut off by Dylan Duvall. And his throw is going to sail into right center field as he was trying to throw to second to get Murray out. Now Murray's going to go for a Little League inside the park home run, and he gets it. Wheeling post 1 in the bottom of the first will take a 2-0 lead against Bridgeport post 68. And now a timeout will be called by Bridgeport. So what a way to start for Wheeling post 1, as that's a monster pop brought to you by the Ziegenfelder Company. And the mound visit is sponsored by WVU Medicine. So, just one error for the throw from Dylan Duvall, the third baseman, as his throw to second sailed into right center field. So Murray has a single with the error. Marsh came home to score as well, and that'll now bring up Andrew Skadra here in the bottom of the first. 2-0 lead for Wheeling post 1, and 1 out. Michaelis, first pitch to Skadra, misses high for ball 1, so 1-0 count now to Skadra. A 1-0 now outside, and that's a ball. So 2-0 count. Now it's Michaelis trying to stay positive out on the mound for Bridgeport after the error leading to those 2 runs. .20 is a fastball that just touches the outside part of the plate, so the count now 2-1 to Skadra. It's the 2-1. Low for ball 3 now to Skadra. And the 3-1's a fastball outside for ball 4. So 1 out walk issued here in the bottom of the first. Here comes the 5th batter in the lineup for Wheeling post 1, the catcher Dylan Wilson.
For Wheeling, number 2, catcher Dylan Wilson.
Wilson steps in now against Rowan Michaelis. Michaelis' first pitch. Misses high for a ball. So 1-0 count now to Wilson. The 1-0. Home plate umpire says it's ball 2 just below the knees, it looks like, from up here in the press box. So 2-0 count, runner on first. 1 down here in the bottom of the first. Now Michaelis puts one right down the middle. Wilson lets it go by. Count now 2-1. Two-one pitch outside from Michaelis for ball 3. So another 3-1 count to a Wheeling post 1 batter. They lead Bridgeport post 68 here in the bottom of the first. Currently 2-0 with 1 out. Michaelis sets. 3-1 pitch, way upstairs for ball 4 as Zach Rohrig had to stand up and get that one. And we'll have another timeout called. It looks like we'll have a very quick pitching change. So Michaelis' day is done out on the mound for Bridgeport, only going a third of an inning. So we'll step aside to figure out these changes for Bridgeport Post 68 as Wheeling Post 1 leads it here in the bottom of the first, 2-0. This is the West Virginia American Legion Baseball State Tournament on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV 10.
We're Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, and we're gonna save you. Got it down to a science, an absolute state of art. We do it all, restoration, cleaning, and reconstruction. When disaster strikes, just pick up the phone. We're Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, and we're gonna save you.
We welcome you back to P.O. Faulkner Park. We have a pitching change for Bridgeport Post 68 is now pitching. Moving over from first base is 0-0 man Connor Blake. Also, that last 2 walks were sponsored by the Zavolta Law Office. Doing our best here to get all the sponsors for the Ohio Valley Sports Online Network, as our coverage is on their site as well as Talk Radio WRNR, 106.5 FM, AM 740, Comcast TV 10 here in Berkeley and Jefferson County as well, and then on our WRNR TV YouTube page. So, looks like it's a simple swap between first base and the pitcher's mound, as I see Michaelis walking out with, looks like a first base glove in his hand to move there, but his day ends on the mound for now. I don't think he can come back, but you never know how things can go. We've seen it, I believe, done before. But the start for him was not one that he and Bridgeport Post 68 wanted. Wheeling Post 1 leads 2-0 here in the bottom of the first.
Moving to first base, number 24, Rowan Michaelis.
As Michaelis only gets 1 out. That was Taylor on the 1-3 fielder's choice for the sacrifice bunt. He allowed the 1 hit to Murray that allowed him to come home and score on the throwing error by the third baseman Dylan Duvall. Marsh came home to score on that play as well. And there's also been 3 base on balls, which means right now there's runners on first and second here in the bottom of the first. Only 1 down. Now the 6th batter in the lineup will come up to bat for Wheeling Post 1, and that is Braxton Billick. He rocks that hot pink bat with the pink and light blue gloves. First pitch from Connor Blake. Misses inside for ball 1 to Billick, who squared the bunt but quickly pulled the bat back so that it wasn't called a strike on a swing. Blake sets. Looks at the runner behind him at second. And will send a breaking ball into the opposite batter's box of Billick for a 2-0 count. So, other than Murray's at-bat where he fouled off 3 pitches, so far to every other batter for Wheeling Post 1, there's only been 1 strike thrown to them. 2-0 count to Billick. Blake sets. Billick squares to bunt. Will pull the bat back again. The pitch misses for ball 3 on the inside part of the plate. .3-0 count to Billick. And there's Mr. Automatic from Blake. Make the count 3-1. It was a 10-9 loss for Bridgeport yesterday to Morgantown, and they used up a lot on the mound when it came to pitchers. I'll try to get how many it was, as this 3-1 pitch just catches the inside part of the plate, so the count now full, 3-2 to Billick. It looks like yesterday you had Duval, Pierce, Vi, the other Duval, and it looks like Gould as well pitched, as the 3-2 is fouled off by Billick to keep the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So don't know how much pitching Bridgeport Post 68 has left in them here on day 4 of the state tournament. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners on first and second here in the bottom of the first for Wheeling Post 1. Connor Blake on the mound for Bridgeport with the payoff pitch, which is fouled straight back off 1 if not 2 masks. The umpire and the catcher before hitting the net right in front of me. And we'll reset and go. It's 2-0 Wheeling Post 1 lead here in a very lengthy first inning so far. Almost been half an hour. And here's the pitch. It's inside for ball 4. So the 3rd straight walk issued by Bridgeport Post 68. First 2 was by Michaelis. This one now by Connor Blake. So the bases are loaded for Wheeling Post 1. As the designated hitter will step up to bat. That's Zayd Billings. First pitch to Billings. Catches the knees for strike 1. Blake sets. Infield corners are in with 1 out. Middle infield in normal depth. 0-1 pitch is strike 2. So back-to-back strikes by Connor Blake as he goes with a breaking ball there that Billings does not offer at. Blake with an 0-2 pitch to Billings. And it's another breaking ball. This time it's outside for ball 1 as he tried to get Billings to chase, but bat stayed back on Billings' shoulder, so 1-2 count. Next pitch from Blake, fastball, grounded over to the shortstop, low. He'll go to second for 1, and that's all he'll get as the runner from third, and Skadra comes home to score for Wheeling Post 1. So they extend the lead against Bridgeport Post 68 here in the bottom of the first, now to 3-0. So a 6-4 fielder's choice there. Bunch runners on the corners now with 2 out. As Jamison steps up to bat for Wheeling Post 1 against Connor Blake. Blake's first pitch to Quinn Jamison misses for ball 1.
Number 2, first baseman Quinn Jamison.
Blake looks over at the runner at first. Now sets, looks over at the runner at third. And the 1-0 pitch, up and in, almost hit Quinn Jamison. So he had to bend backwards out of the way. Count now 2-0. Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Blake's pitch. At the letters for a strike, the count now 2-1. 8th batter of this bottom of the first for Wheeling Post 1. We've so far scored 3 runs. 2-1 pitch. Called strike 2 on the outside corner of the plate. So count now even at 2 apiece for Quinn Jamison. The sun continues to bear down on these players out on the turf. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch from Blake. It softly popped up to the left side of the infield. The third baseman, Dylan Duval's underneath it. And the inning finally comes to an end. So 3 runs crossed for Wheeling Post 1 in the bottom of the first. So after 1, it's 3-0. Post 1 leads Bridgeport Post 68. We're headed to the second on the other side of this 60-second break. This is the West Virginia American Legion Baseball State Tournament on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
The Glessner Group has everything you need to grow and protect your business with accounting, insurance, financial solutions, and creative services. We'll put you on the path to success. Choose the Glessner Group. The Glessner Group has everything you need to grow and protect your business with accounting, insurance, financial solutions, and creative services. We'll put you on the path to success. Choose the Glessner Group.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
TV 10, top of the second inning, is sponsored by TechnoCap. I'm Colin McLaughlin for Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Back in the studio is Dylan Bishop. Due-up for Bridgeport Post 68 is the 6-7-8 batters in the lineup. Low, Blake, Vianney. Yates out on the mound. First pitch. Big swing and a miss on a breaking ball for strike 1 to Lowe. Lowe, the lefty, steps back in with the 0-1 count against Yates. The 0-1 pitch. Another changeup. Big whiff for strike 2. So an 0-2 count now to Lowe, who has been fooled by the speed of those first 2 pitches from Ryan Yates. Next pitch, fastball, swing and a miss, strike 3. And that's out number 1. Second strikeout of the afternoon for Ryan Yates out on the mound for Wheeling Post 1. Both have been to the leadoff batters in the past 2 innings. That'll bring up Blake, who's now the pitcher. First pitch to Blake. Drops in on the breaking ball for strike 1. So 4 straight strikes by Ryan Yates, who had 9 straight balls last inning at one point. And this one hits him. Breaking ball that was too far in, goes right in between the shoulder blades of Blake, and he'll run his way down first base with a 1-out hit by pitch. And ouch, that one hurt. If you're ever injured in an accident, give Zavolta Law Office a call, as now batting is Vianney.
Number 5, second baseman Sammy Vianney.
Yates will step off before the first pitch to Vianney. As this first pitch, breaking ball from Yates, misses inside for ball 1 to Vianney. One ball, no strikes, 1 out, runner on first. And that's strike 1. Fastball catches the inside corner. Evens up the count at 1 apiece. Runner at first is Blake. And this is a swing and a miss for strike 2 as Vianney misses that one. Yates sets. Curveball just fouled off by Vianney over to the third base dugout. Count remains 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Pickoff attempt over at first. Sliding in is Blake, head first. He's safe over there before Quinn Jamison's tag can be applied. Ryan Yates. 1-2 pitch. Nope. Tries to go over at first again, and Blake back in safely. Back-to-back pickoff attempts. This is not Major League Baseball. You can get as many as you want. 1-2. Just inside for a ball. So you heard the Wheeling Post 1 fans in attendance trying to call for that one to be strike 3. So, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. This is lined right down the first baseline past the glove of Quinn Jamison, who was diving at the bag, but it was just to the right of that first base bag as well. So, all that being said, it's just a foul ball to keep the count at 2-2. Almost was close to hitting that glove of the first baseman, Quinn Jamison, which I believe the glove was in fair territory as this pitch, breaking ball from Yates outside. So the count now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Vianney. We're in the top of the second inning. It's Wheeling Post 1 leading Bridgeport Post 68 3-0. There's 1 out, runner at first. Ryan Yates sets. Payoff pitch. Fastball up and in to Vianney. It's ball 4. So a hit by pitch, followed by a walk. We'll put runners now at first and second for Bridgeport Post 68. Here in the bottom of the lineup for them, it's the 9-hole hitter, and Goodwin will come up to bat.
For Bridgeport, number 2, center fielder Sam Goodwin.
First pitch to Goodwin from Yates, high and outside for ball 1. A 1-0 count. So 1 ball, no strike, 1 out, runners at first and second. Yates looks at the runner behind him, does so again. Now the 1-0 pitch. Right at the letters for a strike to Goodwin. So that evens the count up. 1 ball, 1 strike. This is grounded right over the head of the pitcher to second base, and getting it. Looks like it's the second baseman, Preston Cole. He'll step on the second base bag for out number 2. And now runners are on the corners with 2 outs. That just hit the turf and bounced right over Ryan Yates, the pitcher, on the mound. Now the top of the lineup will come up the bat, but first it looks like we're going to have a mound visit for Wheeling Post 1, which is sponsored by WVU Medicine. So Roerig will be up to bat. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout, looking to begin the game. So this is a full infield meeting here for Wheeling Post 1, which is about to be broken up. And it is broken up. Again, there's 2 outs here in the top of the second. Runners on the corners for Bridgeport Post 68. Roerig steps in once again here against Yates. Yates looks at both runners before setting on the rubber. First pitch to Roerig here in this at-bat is a fastball called strike 1. So, no balls, 1 strike. Yates out of the stretch. Goes to the curveball, and that's inside as Dylan Wilson had to shift over to keep that one in front of him. Count now 1-1. Have yet to see a pass ball or a wild pitch so far. Still early in this game. So this is a swing and a miss from Roerig for strike 2. Ryan Yates 1 strike away from, again, having 2 Bridgeport Post 68 runners stranded on base. 1-2 pitch. Runner at first goes as that's tipped and off the glove of Dylan Wilson. So no strike three. The count will remain 1-2 as Roehrig stays alive. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 out. 1-2 pitch from Yates. Curveball, called strike 3 on the inside corner. And for the second time in this game, Zach Roehrig is caught looking. 2 runners get left stranded in the top of the second. Wheeling Post 1 stays ahead 3-0. So we're headed to the bottom of the second on the other side of this 1-minute break. This is the West Virginia American Legion Baseball State Tournament on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
This live stream broadcast is proudly sponsored by Realtor Shelley Craig of Fathom Realty. Looking for a new home? Give Shelley a call today 304-639-1807. Shelley Craig is a proud sponsor of Wheeling Post 1 American Legion Baseball. This live stream broadcast is proudly sponsored by Pathway Growth Partners LLC. Pathway Growth Partners offer financial and investment services. They are located at 300 Howard Street in Bridgeport. Give them a call at 740-738-3200 to set up a consultation. Pathways Growth Partners is a proud Wheeling Post 1 American Legion Baseball sponsor.
My family wants you to know, when you purchase a vehicle from us, it's more than just acquiring a new vehicle. You're gaining a partner genuinely invested in your experience and long-term happiness. You're not just a number to us. You become part of our family with a lasting relationship that extends well beyond the showroom.
We welcome you back here at P.O. Faulkner Park as we enter the bottom of the second, which is sponsored by Zavolta Law Office. It's 3-0, Wheeling Post 1 leading Bridgeport Post 68 here in Game 1 of 2 games today, Day 4 of this state tournament. Game 2 scheduled to begin at 4 p.m. between Morgantown Post 2 and Charleston Post 65. Due up for Wheeling Post 1 here in the bottom of the second, Cole, Marsh, Taylor, the 9-1-2 batters. It's Connor Blake out on the mound. After he came in for Rowan Michaelis, after Michaelis struggled out on the mound, going only 1/3 of an inning, giving up 1 run, or 1 hit, excuse me, as the first pitch to Cole is a strike. This pitch outside for a ball. So 1-1 count now to Cole. Blake's pitch high for a ball. So count 2-1. Blake sets. Pitch to Cole on the 2-1 is lined into right center field by Cole, and he'll have a leadoff single for Wheeling Post 1 in the bottom of the second inning. That one just hit off the end of the bat and drifted its way, it looked like almost in slow motion, out into right center and down. As Jared Marsh will now come up to bat. Marsh walked his last time up. It's Blake will throw over to first, but easily in as Cole. His lead wasn't that big over at first base. But Rowan Michaelis covering that bag, ready for another pickoff attempt if needed. And immediately as Cole takes 2 steps off the bag, Blake throws over. Now Blake will step off. So we had a time called. Looks like as Bridgeport's going to send some people out to the bullpen, so I wanted to wait for them to get far enough down the line here before the next pitch. As it's a curveball that's swung on and missed for a strike by Marsh. Runner and Cole goes to second And the throw from Rohrig is high. So that's a strike to Marsh. And Cole steals second. So runner on second now here in the bottom of the second inning. Nobody out for Wheeling. Blake will step off once again with a runner on second. He wants to have his catcher, Zach Rohrig, come out to talk with him, make sure that they're on the same page as one another. So that quickly ends. Blake sets, looks at the runner now at second behind him. You got one pitch, fouled off backwards by Marsh. So count now 0-2. It's a 3-0 lead for Wheeling Post 1 here against Bridgeport Post 68. Connor Blake sets. Takes too long for Marsh's liking, so he'll call time and take a practice cut before stepping back in as Blake continued to look at the runner and Cole behind him at second. Here comes the 0-2 pitch, and that's blooped into right field. It's going to hang up there for Brody Pierce to make the catch. And now he's going to throw over the cutoff man to third, but easily in sliding safe is Cole. So one out now to bring up Taylor. So the runner gets moved over on the fly out to right by Marsh here in the bottom of the second. And what would be the fourth run for Wheeling Post 1 is 90 feet away. Taylor hit into a 1-3 fielder's choice his last time up when he hit into that sac bunt. Blake's first pitch. Outside for a ball to Taylor to begin this at-bat here in the bottom of the second. Connor Blake sets. A 1-0. Fastball, that's a strike to even the count up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Taylor, the righty, steps back in with the runner on third. Blake, a righty, looking over at that runner. And now we'll send the 1-1, which is low. Rohrig drops down to smother it. Count now 2-1. Blake sets once again. 2-1 pitch. Fouled straight back by Taylor. Count now even 2 balls and 2 strikes to the center fielder for Wheeling Post 1 and Taylor. As the baseball is retrieved by Zach Rohrig and given to the home plate umpire, as a new baseball was already given to the pitcher Connor Blake, who's ready to go out on the bump. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And that's outside for ball 3. So the count now full to Taylor. The runner on third. 1 out here in the bottom of the second. So Blake sets, and here comes the payoff pitch. And that is lined and down for a hit in right field. And the run is going to jog home to score. So Wheeling Post 1 now leads Bridgeport Post 68 4-0 here in the bottom of the second inning. Second hit of the inning, third one today now for Wheeling Post 1. So now batting for Wheeling will be Jackson Murray, but first it looks like we're going to have another pitching change for Bridgeport Post 68. So we'll step aside and take ourselves another 30-second break. This is the West Virginia American Legion Baseball State Tournament on Talk Radio WRNR, TV 10, back in 30.
Mommy, where does flavor come from?
Well, when people love food, they cook it on a Traeger grill. Meat, corn, even pie. And then the Traeger does the rest. which brings everyone to celebrate this beautiful thing that they've created. Because when you share delicious food with your friends, that's the flavor of life.
Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
So, we're getting the changes here as we speak. Lively's going to come in to pitch, but he's being entered in the lineup spot of Zach Rohrig, the catcher. So Lively is now on the mound as the pitcher. And Connor Blake's going to remain in the game and move to catcher. So Rohrig is out. Lively on the mound. Connor Blake moves to catcher from the pitcher's mound. Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio WRNR and TV10. As it's now 4-0. Wheeling Post 1 leads Bridgeport Post 68. So there's your change for you here for Bridgeport as they go to pitcher number 3 of the day. So we see Grant Lively again this tournament out on the mound. And last time we saw him, unless he pitched yesterday, I don't think he did. He had to have a day of rest, I believe. He double-checked that. Yeah, he never came in yesterday, so let me try to get those. I believe it was 14 up, 14 down when Grant Lively came in the last time that he pitched, and that was on Friday in the 6-4 win against Charleston. So we'll see if he can do that again today as his team trails 4-0 to Wheeling Post 1 with runners only at first base. 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Jackson Murray set to go. So Lively's warm-ups are done. We are ready to resume action.
Now pitching for Bridgeport, number 3, Grant Lively.
That timeout was brought to you by WVU Medicine. This first pitch from Grant Lively misses outside to Murray for ball 1. So 1-0 count to Murray. Murray singled his last time up, but came home to score in the Little League home run with a throwing error by the third baseman. So that pitch outside from Lively for ball 2. So 2-0 count. Runner at first is Taylor. 2-0 pitch from Lively. Taken for a strike by Murray. Count now 2-1. As Murray, the righty, steps back into the box. Lively looks over at the runner at first before he gets set out on the mound. And this pitch, low for a ball. So the count now 3-1 to Murray. It's been a struggle so far for these Bridgeport pitchers to consistently throw strikes today. The 3-1. That is a fly ball into left field. Mark Beafor is there, and he has it for the out. So there's now 2 down here in the bottom of this second inning. Runner in Taylor jogged his way back to first base. And now Andrew Skadra will come up for Wheeling Post 1 as they lead Bridgeport Post 68 4-0. Skadra, his last time up, walked and later came home to score. Throw over by Lively at first base, trying to pick off the runner and Taylor, not in time. First pitch in the turf for a ball to Skadra. Lively. The 1-0 count now to Skadra. All set. 1-0 pitch. is a strike. So the count now 1-1. Skadra steps back in. Lively's ready to go quickly. We'll first look over at the runner at first base. The 1-1 pitch is popped up on the right side. The second baseman in the turf, Sammy Vianney, has it for out number 3. So Grant Lively comes in, gets the job done for Bridgeport. As this time, here in the bottom of the second, Wheeling's only able to score 1 run. But that lead is now 4-0 for them as we head to the third on the other side of this 1-minute break. This is the West Virginia American Legion Baseball State Tournament on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
I like the layout of the course very much. I think it challenges the low handicappers and is very playable for the mid and high handicappers.
All different levels can play on this course.
I think it challenges you from the get-go.
And the first tee program here is one of the best, if second to none. It is the best in the state of West Virginia.
The men have a league, the women have a league, the kids have things going on. Like, it really is kind of the whole package here at Locust Hill. Everybody's very welcoming.
Love the folks here that play golf, but a lot of great relationships and friendships with people here.
You know, sometimes you can only judge a course by their members. We have a great core membership here.
I was able to build some fantastic relationships here, and that's why I've been here for 30 years. When you join any club, you're joining to play golf, but you're really paying for the experience. And the experience here at Locust I found to always be a good time and a fun affair.
To schedule a tee time, become a member, or see upcoming events, visit www.locusthillgolfcourse.com or call us today at 304-728-7300.
We welcome you back as we're headed to the top of the third inning, which is sponsored by Zambito Flooring America. Due up for Bridgeport. Post 68 is the 2-3-4 batters, Pierce, Beafor, Duval, as they trail Wheeling post 1 4-0 after 2 innings played so far.
Number 19, I beg your pardon, number 32, Brody Pierce.
So Brody Pierce steps up the bat. He walked his last time up. Ryan Yates' first pitch is that curveball that he likes so far today, and it's in for strike 1. The 0-1. He again tries to go to that curve, and it hits Brody Pierce just slightly on the arm. So another hit by pitch. And no. He's trying to sell it. So he went down to first, but now the home plate umpire is going to bring his umpire crew in to discuss it first. So it looks like the call is changed. And it's ruled just a ball, so the count should be 1 ball, 1 strike. As now Brody Pierce talks with the home plate umpire, grabs his bat off the turf, and will step back in. So 1-1 count. Yates pitch. Goes back to that curve, and it's strike 2. So 1-2 count now to Pierce. Yates square, sets, wind-up kick in the pitch. Fastball inside for a ball. Count now 2-2 to Pierce. Yates, 2-2 pitch. Hard grounder past Andrew Skadra, the third baseman. He dove for it and hit right in his mitt and rolled out. Going to roll that an infield single. Would have been a tough throw to make across the diamond there. So Pierce leads things off here, gets on base, which will bring up Mark Beafor for Bridgeport post 68, and that's the first hit of the afternoon for Bridgeport as the first pitch from Yates misses for ball 1. Tough way to get your first hit against you if you're Ryan Yates. 1-0 delivery outside for ball 2. Beafor also walked his last time up. It was on 4 straight pitches. Runner at first, nobody out. Pitch from Yates. Up and in for ball 3, so count now 3-0 to Beafor. Again, Beafor close to another 4-pitch walk. Yates' pitch is ball 4. That's going to skip past the catcher Dylan Wilson and roll over towards the on-deck circle. The runners are only at first and second after that walk. Pierce decided to stay at second, not try to go to third. We'll have a time called. Quick mound visit between Wilson and Yates. And here comes Dylan Duvall now with runners at first and second for nobody out. For Bridgeport, here in the top of the third. Ryan Yates balks out on the mound. Recognized immediately. And that sends Pierce over to third. Beafor to second. So 2 runners in scoring position here in this 4-0 ball game now. Bridgeport threatening. We'll have a time called for a full infield visit for Wheeling Post 1, which is brought to you by WVU Medicine. So nobody out. Runners at second and third now for Bridgeport, who finally got its first hit to lead things off in the third. The past 2 innings, they've had runners on base, but both times they've been stranded. So now they're looking to chip into this Wheeling Post 1 lead here in this elimination game. Duvall, his last time up, hit into that 6-5 fielder's choice. As the mound visit concludes for Wheeling Post 1. Ryan Yates is still out on the mound for them. First pitch to Duvall. Misses inside for a ball. It's a 1-0 count. Yates, 1-0 pitch to Duvall. Fastball. It's grounded to the shortstop, Murray. He's going to fire it over to first off the hop. Quinn Jamison gets it for the out, but the runner at third comes home to score, and Pierce making it a 4-1 ball game now. As Bridgeport finally puts one on the scoreboard. Now there's 1 out. A runner at second, and Michaelis will come up to bat.
Number 24.
First pitch outside by Yates to Michaelis for a ball. So he went back to that curve and it missed. So 1-0 count, 1 out, runner at second for Bridgeport. Michaelis grounded out, 5-3 his last time up. 1-0. He lets go by, and it's at the belt for a strike to even the count up now at 1 ball and 1 strike to Michaelis. A 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch from Yates. Grounded foul by Michaelis on the curve down that third base line. Count now 1-2. Yates consistently goes back and forth between the fastball and those breaking balls, trying to keep these Bridgeport Post 68 batters guessing. The 1-2 pitch from Yates. Curveball that is lined into left field and down for a hit. So now runners on the corners with 1 out. As Michaelis sat back on that one and was able to pull it in between shortstop and third. As now batting will be low for Bridgeport. A lefty waits for Yates to begin this at bat. Lowe struck out swinging on 3 pitches his last time up. First pitch from Yates. He's going to send a fly ball to right center field. Alex Taylor makes the catch. His throw in at home going to be close, but the tag's not there. In safe is Mark Beafor. But what a throw from the center fielder, Alex Taylor, making that a lot closer than what probably everybody here thought it was going to be. But the lead that Wheeling Post 1 had coming into the inning is now cut in half here in the top of the third. It's a 4-2 ball game. 2 outs, runner at second base. As now batting will be Connor Blake. Yates' first pitch to Blake. Drops in there for strike one.
0-0, Connor Blake.
So Blake now catching. He's had a busy day today. He started at first, moved to the mound, and now is the catcher. So Yates' next pitch, fouled off the end of the bat by Blake for strike two. So an 0-2 count now with 2 outs. So Yates walks on the back of the mound waiting for the runner at second, Michaelis, to quickly tie his shoe. We'll resume with the 0-2 count to Connor Blake. Yates sets. The 0-2 delivery hits Blake. And that's the second straight time he's been hit by a pitch. Tough day for him. But he's going to wear that one well. Kind of feeling his backside again there as that one plunked him. Ouch, that's going to hurt. If you're ever injured in an accident, give Zavolta Law Office a call. And I think Blake might need to do that here at some point today. He's been hurt twice. That brings up Sammy Vianney. First pitch from Yates. Skied upwards over to the right. Out of play past the first base dugout for a strike. Vianney saw 8 pitches his last time up. Eventually reached base on a base on balls against Ryan Yates. 2 outs, runners at first and second. 4-2 lead for Wheeling Post 1 here against Bridgeport Post 68. Yates pitch. This time it's popped straight up. It's going to stay in the infield. The shortstop behind the second base bag is there. Jackson Murray is that shortstop to make the catch for out number 3. So 2-run inning for Bridgeport Post 68 here in the top of the third as we're headed now to the bottom of the third. Wheeling Post 1 leads it 4-2. This is the West Virginia American Legion Baseball State Tournament on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Attention Ohio Valley, looking for top-notch facility solutions? Look no further than Liberty Distributors. From packaging to printing, we've got you covered. Need custom solutions? We're your go-to team. Here's why you'll love us. Quality products, our packaging keeps your goods safe and secure. Eco-friendly options, go green with our sustainable solutions. Printing expertise, custom labels, logos, and more. Trust Liberty Distributors to deliver excellence. Visit us at 6015 National Road, call us 800-828-9920, or explore our website today.
This live streamed broadcast is being brought to you by the fine folks at Generations Restaurant and Pub. Show your appreciation by visiting them today at 338 National Road, Wheeling, or order online at generationswhg.com. Generations Restaurant and Pub is a proud sponsor of Wheeling Post 1 American Legion Baseball.
And we welcome you back to P.O. Faulkner Park. I'm Colin McLaughlin for Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 as we head to the bottom of the third now, which is sponsored by Pathway Growth Partners, LLC. Due up here in the bottom of the third inning for Wheeling Post 1 will be the 5, 6, 7 batters, Wilson, Billick, and Billings against Grant Lively. Lively, the third pitcher for Bridgeport Post 68 this afternoon. And he came in, retired the 2 batters that he faced. A fly out to left and then a pop out to the second baseman. So far during this state tournament, all he does is get guys out. The first pitch misses high for a ball. He's yet to have anybody get a hit or reach base off of him, and that might change here. Doesn't look like it. It's a fly ball to left center field, And there is Sam Goodwin, the center fielder, to make the catch for the out. So one down now, and that'll bring up the right fielder, Billick.
Number 8, Braxton Billick.
Braxton Billick walked his last time up after seeing 8 pitches in his at-bat. Connor Blake going to shift his center fielder over to more towards mid-center instead of right center as the first pitch from Grant Lively. Misses high for a ball to Billick. 1-0. Is fouled off by Billick for a strike. The out now 1-1. So Lively steps back on the mound. 1-1 pitch. That is grounded. Diving for it to the shortstop, Isaac Lowe, but he's not going to get it. That's a 1-out single for Billick. That's the first hit of the tournament. Grant Lively's given up. Hit number 4 for Wheeling Post 1 this afternoon. So 1-out single. Now batting will be Billings.
Number 1, Zade Billings.
Zade Billings rounded into a 6-4 fielder's choice his last time up, and he swings at the first pitch. It's straight to Lowe at short. Over to second for 1. The throw to first. In time, it's a 6-4-3 twin-killing double play to end the inning, as that double play is brought to you by the Ziegenfelder Company. So 3 up, 3 down. Goes Wheeling Post 1 in the bottom of the third. So we've played through 3. It remains a 4-2 Post 1 lead against Bridgeport 68. That's where I did the 4th on the other side of this 1-minute break. This is the West Virginia American Legion Baseball State Tournament on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
We welcome you back as we head to the top of the 4th inning, which is sponsored by Shelley Craik of Fathom Realty. Due up here in the top of the 4th for Bridgeport will be the 9-1-2 batters, Goodwin, Lively, and Pierce. Goodwin his last time up. Grounded out into a 6-4 fielder's choice. First pitch. He'll send right in between first and second into right field for a leadoff single. So Bridgeport trying to get the momentum to shift its way. They trail 4-2. Now batting will be Grant Lively.
Batting number 3, currently pitching, Grant Lively.
It's Lively's first at bat. He'll square to bunt, but pull the bat back as the pitch from Ryan Yates misses just outside for ball 1. So 1-0 count now to Lively. Yates sets. And this pitch high for ball 2 to Lively. He again squared to bunt, but ducked out of the way while pulling the bat back simultaneously. 2-0 count now to Lively. Next pitch, he'll square to bunt and softly put it right back towards the pitcher. And that's going to be a successful sack bunt to move the runner over to second. So, 1-3 fielder's choice. Good one at second. One out here in the top of the fourth. Now batting will be Brody Pierce, who singled his last time up. Get the first hit of the afternoon for Bridgeport. But first, it looks like we're going to have a pitching change. Yates is done on the mound for Wheeling Post 1, as this mound visit is sponsored by WVU Medicine. So Yates goes 3 innings of work. We'll step aside, take ourselves a 30-second break. The score, Wheeling Post 1-4, Bridgeport Post 68-2. This is the West Virginia American Legion Baseball State Tournament on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV 10.
Welcome back to Golden Asian Buffet. I'm Ryan, and I'm so excited to show you our massive buffet with over 150 incredible fresh items. Food lovers, you're going to love this buffet with over 150 items with everything from appetizers all the way down to desserts. This buffet is massive. For family, friends, and foodies alike, you are going to love this place. Appetizers all the way down to desserts, meats, seafoods, and much, much more. Come on down here to Golden Asian Buffet and check out their incredible buffet.
We welcome you back here, and it looks like a familiar face out there on the mound for Wheeling Post 1 is now coming in to pitch. It's number 16, Ryland Robb. So Yates' day is done. His final stat line is not, however. He would be charged with the run on second after giving up a leadoff single this inning, and then a 1-3 fielder's choice on a sac bunt by Lively to move the runner and Goodwin over to second. We'll now see what Robb can do out on the mound. So now batting is Brody Pierce for Bridgeport Post 68 here in the top of the fourth. A 2-run ball game. Robb sets first pitch, fastball at the belt for strike one to Pierce. Ryland Robb's first pitch is a strike. The 0-1. Called strike two, another fastball that catches the inside corner. So quick 0-2 count now to Brody Pierce. He steps back in, the righty against the righty and Robb. And it's a breaking ball that almost skips too far out of the reach of Dylan Wilson, but he drops down, allows it to hit off his chest protector, and stays in front of him, so the runner at second stays put. Count 1-2 now to Pierce. 1-2 pitch. That's going to be a grounder over to the first baseman, Quinn Jamison. He's going to run over to the first base bag and step on it for out number 2. This Goodwin moves over to third on that. So 2 outs now. Runner at third. Mark Biafour up to bat. Biafour has walked both times while up to bat. Both have been on 4 straight balls. This first pitch just misses for ball 1 to Biafour. Robb thought he was going to get that strike call. 1-0. Is a strike. 1-1 count for a strike that Biafour has seen today. 1-1. Tipped into the mitt of Dylan Wilson for strike 2 by Biafour. He missed on that breaking ball. So Robb, 1-2 count now to Biafour. Sets, looks over at the runner at third. As this pitch misses low for a ball. It's count now 2-2. There's 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. Wheeling Post 1 clinging on to a 4-2 lead against Bridgeport Post 68. 2-2 pitch. It's popped foul over towards the stands on the first base side. Keep the count at 2 apiece for Biafour. Robb sets. 2-2 pitch. Slipped out of the hands of Rob. Almost sailed past Dylan Wilson, but he's jumped up. Got it. The count now full, 3-2. Runner at third. 3-2 count with 2 outs. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Beafor misses it. The runner gets strained at third. And it remains a 4-2 ball game. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th inning on the other side of this 1-minute break. This is the West Virginia American Legion Baseball State Tournament on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
This live stream broadcast is proudly sponsored by Pathway Growth Partners LLC. Pathway Growth Partners offer financial and investment services. They are located at 300 Howard Street in Bridgeport. Give them a call at 740-738-3200 to set up a consultation. Pathways Growth Partners is a proud Wheeling Post 1 American Legion baseball sponsor. This live stream broadcast is proudly sponsored by Realtor Shelley Craik of Fathom Realty. Looking for a new home? Give Shelley a call today, 304-639-1807. Shelley Craik is a proud sponsor of Wheeling Post 1 American Legion Baseball.
This live-streamed broadcast is being brought to you by the fine folks at Technicap. Technicap Group develops and manufactures highly functional, attractive, and reliable metal closures, aluminum bottles and aerosol cans, enabling worldwide customers to build their brands to protect the integrity of their products and guarantee the safety of consumers. Technicap is a proud sponsor of Wheeling Post 1 American Legion Baseball.
We're back at sunny P.O. Faulkner Park in Martinsburg, West Virginia, as we're headed to the bottom of the 4th inning, which is sponsored by the Glessner Group. Is due up for Wheeling Post 1, the 8-9-1 batters, Jamison, Cole, and Marsh, against Grant Lively. Lively finally gave up the first hit out on the mound in this tournament, as the last time he came in relief was against Charleston. He retired 14 straight, but he still faced the minimum amount of batters that he could, as after giving up the hit, Billings hit into a 6-4-3 double play to end that 3rd inning for Wheeling. First pitch from Lively here to Jamison is strike 1 to begin the bottom of the 4th. When Jamison popped out to third his last time up. The 0-1. Just misses for a ball to count 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lively, 1-1 pitch. That is fouled off the end of the bat, out of play by Jamison. It's count now 1-2. Lively, it's a new ball, sets. 1-2 pitch to Jamison. Swings at one in the dirt, but Connor Blake couldn't find it. He thought it went behind him on the drop 3rd strike, and it actually dropped dead on home plate, and he ran around. Couldn't get it, so drop 3rd strike allows Jamison to reach first base. So nobody out. Runner on first now for Wheeling Post 1.
Number 4, Preston Cole.
That'll bring up Preston Cole. Lively's pitch to Cole. He squares to bunts. It's right back up to the pitcher. Connor Blake, the catcher, though, is going to take it. Throw it over to first for the out. So 1 out now with a runner on second here in the bottom of the 4th for Wheeling Post 1. Who flips the lineup over. Jared Marsh will step up to bat for the 3rd time today. He is walked, flew out to right so far. Lively looks at the runner behind him, which is Quinn Jamison for Wheeling. First pitch to Marsh. Just misses for a ball. So 1-0 count now to Marsh. Lively sets once again. 1-0. Fouled into the net behind home plate. Count now 1-1 for Marsh. There's one down here in the bottom of the fourth. Lively stares down at his catcher, Connor Blake, before setting. It's the pitch. Curveball just outside for a ball to Marsh, so the count now 2-1. So Lively will get the ball back. 2-1 pitch. This is high for ball 3 to Marsh. Well, looks like we're going to have Bridgeport send somebody out to its bullpen here as well. It's the 3-1. Low, and that's ball 4 by Lively. So that puts runners now at first and second for Wheeling Post 1 here in the bottom of the fourth, which will bring up Taylor. Lively ready to go here against Taylor. First pitch. Called a strike. Taylor reached out the bat as if he were to bunt, pulled it back as the breaking ball broke in and hit the zone. So 0-1 count now. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from Grant Lively to Taylor. And that is fouled off by Taylor as the count now 0-2. It's a 4-2 lead for Wheeling Post 1 against Bridgeport Post 68. They're in an elimination game this tournament. Wheeling Post 1 has runners at first and second. This pitch, a hard ground ball right to the shortstop Low. He's going to throw to the second baseman, Vianney, who steps on the second base bag and then wanted to try to catch the runner at third off guard. Threw over, and the pitch, or the throw, excuse me, sails into the Wheeling Post 1 dugout. And that'll allow the runner at third to walk his way home and make it a 5-2 Wheeling Post 1 lead. So a 6-4 fielder's choice along with an E4. So Taylor is at second. Marsh is out. 2 outs. Jamison came home to score. Jackson Murray up the bat. First pitch he sees from Grant Lively misses outside for ball 1.
Number 35, Jackson Murray.
Murray singled his first time up, flew out to left his last time up. It's the 1-0. Misses high for ball 2. Lively stares down at the batter Murray. Now looks at the runner behind him. 2-0. That is a high fly ball that's going to drift its way foul and land just past the fence down the third base line. So the count now 2-1. Murray, after that long foul ball, will step back in here against Grant Lively. Lively taking his time out on the mound, sets. Two-one pitch. That is fouled over the roof of the third base dugout on the hop. Count now 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second. 5-2 Wheeling Post 1 leads Bridgeport Post 68. Grant Lively on the mound for Bridgeport. 2-2 pitch. Called strike 3. Murray goes down looking for out number 3 here in the fourth. So that'll end it. However, 1 run was able to cross for Wheeling Post 1. So after 4, it's a 5-2 Wheeling Post 1 lead against Bridgeport Post 68. So we will head to the 5th after this 60-second break. This is the West Virginia American Legion Baseball State Tournament on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all. And Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars, too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
I do.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
I can't believe you didn't fill up.
That's double my rent. Not my car.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
You had one job.
It's between girls.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
We welcome you back here as the top of the 5th is sponsored by Vance Printing. Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio WRNR and TV10. Back at the studio is Dylan Bishop as we head to the top of the 5th. Bridgeport Post 68 will have the heart of the lineup. 4, 5, 6 batters. Duval, Michaelis, Lowe. Due up. It's Dylan Duval. It's hit both times into fielder's choices as the first pitch from Ryland Robb is in there for a strike in the 3rd at-bat for Duval today. Robb came into relief last inning as this is lined right over the head of the second baseman into right center field and down for a leadoff Dylan Duval single for Bridgeport Post 68. Post 68 has found its offense as they were hitless in the first 2 innings. Had 2 hits in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, and now 1 here in the 5th. As they trail Wheeling Post 1, though, 5-2. It's Rowan Michaelis now up to bat. Robb's pitch inside almost hit Michaelis. He's able to get out of the way for a ball. Michaelis steps back in now, 1-0 count against Ryland Robb. He squares the bunt, pulls the bat back. It's a strike, though, so count 1-1. Robb's got some great velo on that fastball. So he looks over at the runner at first and Duval. 1-1 pitch. Takes a little bit off of it. Locates it well. It's strike 2 as Michaelis let that one go by. Michaelis grounded out his first time up, singled his last time up. Now it's a 1-2 count as the runner goes. The pitch goes past the catcher Dylan Wilson to the backstop. That's ball 2. And on the passed ball, Duval will reach second base safely with still nobody out here in the 5th. So lucky break there for Bridgeport. First pass ball that I believe we've seen this game allow a runner to advance as Ryland Robb will now call time. No. They're going to say that's a balk. So now Duval's at third base. Robb trying to say he never set, and Wheeling's coach is going to come out and talk with the home plate umpire. And he's going to go down to the third base umpire to appeal it. And they're going to have a full meeting. This timeout, sponsored by WVU Medicine. And it looks like they're going to change the call and send Duval back to second. So 2-2 count, runner at second, nobody out. Michaelis up to bat against Ryland Robb. 2-2 pitch, breaking ball in the turf for ball 3. Wilson able to keep it in front of him, though. So the runner stays put at second base. Full count to Michaelis. Robb sends pitch. That's low for ball 4. So nobody out. Runners at first and second here to begin this top of the 5th inning for Bridgeport Post 68, who trails by 3 runs to Wheeling Post 1. So what would represent the tying run, Isaac Lowe, now steps up to bat. First pitch from Ryland Robb catches the outside part of the plate for strike one to Lowe. Lowe struck out swinging his first time up. Last time up on one pitch, hit a sac fly to center. The lefty takes one. It's outside for a ball from Robb in the opposite batter's box. Wilson again able to smother it. Count 1-1 to Lowe. Nobody out, top of the fifth. Runners at first and second. The 1-1 pitch. Just getting a piece of it is Lowe. And it's going to go over to the left and caught by a fan. Count 1-2. I think that's Coach Moore of Berkeley Post 14 getting that one. Count 1-2. So that's low for a ball. Count 2-2. Two balls, two strikes to Lowe. Ryland Robb on the mound for Wheeling with the runners on first and second. Pitch. Grounded foul to the right by Lowe to stay alive. Keep the count at 2 apiece. Lowe steps back in. Righty versus lefty matchup. Robb. Another foul ball by Lowe on the pitch from Robb. This time it went over to the first base coach. Still a 2-2 count. That's back-to-back foul balls from Isaac Lowe. Robb's delivery. Breaking ball outside for ball 3 to Lowe. So count now runs full to Isaac Lowe. This will be the 6th pitch of the at-bat. And Robb will first step off the rubber to readjust. Step back on. Here comes the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. He gets Lowe for out number 1. Second strikeout for Ryland Robb out on the mound. So now batting will be Connor Blake. Blake has had a busy day today defensively and a rough day offensively. He's reached base though, so that's a good thing. Both times up, but he was hit by a pitch both times up. First pitch misses for ball 1. And we'll have a timeout called. Ryland Robb, they want a meeting with him out on the mound for Wheeling Post 1 as the mound visit is brought to you by WVU Medicine. Looks like it's just going to be a talking to. They're not worried about any pitch count as of right now, just making sure he's comfortable and on the same page as everybody else here in this 5-2 ball game. Wheeling Post 1 leads Bridgeport Post 68 here in the top of the 5th. Still got one game after this between Morgantown Post 2 and Charleston Post 65. That one scheduled to begin at 4 p.m., but the way this game's going, feels like that might get pushed back a little bit. Hopefully not too much. As the mound visit ends. And it's in 1-0 count to Blake. Pitch from Robb. Called a strike on the outside corner. Evens up the count at 1 apiece. Robb. 1-1 count against Blake. Here's the delivery. That slices outside for ball 2. 2-1 count now to Blake. Robb. 2-1 pitch. That's going to be a fly ball hit by Blake into shallow right field. The shortstop, Preston Cole, has it. That's out number 2. So pop out to the second baseman, Preston Cole. Vianney now up to bat.
Number 5, Sammy Vianney.
And Vianney pops this one foul over to the left, out of play for a strike. Vianney walked his first time up, popped out short his last time up. Vianney will step back in here against Rob. Ryland Robson looks at the runners at first and second, and his pitch misses outside to Vianney for a ball. The count now 1-1. A 1-1 count with 2 outs. Rob taking his time, trying to get the pitch call that he likes from his catcher, Dylan Wilson. He finally gets it, and he's going to get Vianney to pop out to shallow center field. Alex Taylor makes the catch, and that ends the inning. The runners get stranded on first and second. So we're headed now to the bottom half of the 5th inning. It remains a 5-2 Wheeling Post 1 lead against Bridgeport Post 68. This is the West Virginia American Legion Baseball State Tournament on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. We're back in 60 seconds.
The Glessner Group has everything you need to grow and protect your business with accounting, insurance, financial solutions, and creative services. Will put you on the path to success. Choose the Glessner Group. The Glessner Group has everything you need to grow and protect your business with accounting, insurance, financial solutions, and creative services. Will put you on the path to success. Choose the Glessner Group.
We're Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, and we're gonna save you. We've got it down to a science, an absolute state of art. We do it all, restoration, cleaning, and reconstruction. When disaster strikes, just pick up the phone. We're Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, and we're gonna save you.
We welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. Our bottom of the 5th inning is sponsored by Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration. Due up here in the bottom of the 5th for Wheeling Post 1 will be Skadra, Wilson, Billick, the 4, 5, 6 batters. Here against Grant Lively. 5-2, Wheeling Post 1 leads Bridgeport Post 68 in this elimination game. Lively's pitch skips off the turf for ball 1. He didn't make it all the way to home plate before hitting that turf. So 1-0 count to Skadra. Skadra walked his first time up, came home to score. His last time up, popped out to second base. And he's going to ground this one foul down the third baseline to even up the count at 1-1. Wait for the baseball to be brought back. 1-1 count to Skadra, who steps back in here against Lively. Lively sets. 1-1 pitch. That's grounded this time down the third baseline fair, right into the glove of Dylan Duval. His throw high, but Rowan Michaelis at first, able to reach up, grab it for out number 1. And now batting will be Dylan Wilson.
Number 2, Dylan Wilson.
Wilson, the catcher for Wheeling Post 1, walked his first time up, flew out to center his last time up. Lively's pitch. Breaking ball low for ball 1 to Wilson. One-0. Popped foul by Wilson behind the press box. Count now 1-1. So 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the 5th. 1-1 count for Wilson. Lively's pitch. That's going to be grounded right back up the middle off the mound and into center field. It's a 1-out single for Dylan Wilson for Wheeling Post 1. Which will now bring up Braxton Billick.
Number 8, Braxton Billick.
Billick walked his first time up and singled his last time up. Runner at first with one out now. It's Lively sets. Infield corners expecting potentially a bunt as this pitch from Lively outside for ball one. You have the third baseman Dylan Duvall creeping in. Middle infield at normal depth. First baseman Michaelis holding the runner Wilson at the bag as this pitch inside. Flinching away is Billick. It's ball two. The 2-0 count. Lively's pitch. Right down the middle for a strike on the 2-0. Makes it a 2-1 count now to Billick. Billick, the righty, steps back in against the righty on the mound, Lively. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike two as Billick ahead of the off speed. Two count now. Lively trying to get his third strikeout, but instead it's a high fly ball to right center field, and it's caught by the center fielder Sam Goodwin with ease for out number two. Wilson jogs his way back to first, and now batting will be Zade Billings, the designated hitter.
Number 1, Zade Billings.
Billings, his first time up, reached first on a 6-4 fielder's choice. His last time up, he hit into that 6-4-3 double play. There's 2 outs, though, as he takes the first pitch from Lively in this at-bat for ball one inside. It's Lively sets. 1-0. He's going to drill Billings. He's going to throw his bat back towards his dugout and take his base. That hit by pitch is sponsored by Zavolta Law Office. Give them a call if you're ever injured in any accident. So now runners at first and second here in the bottom of the fifth for Wheeling Post 1 with 2 out. Quinn Jameson up to bat. Grant Lively going to call a timeout now. Step off the pitcher's mound as looks like the timeout's not actually for him. It's for Billings, who's taking his time to get back on that first base bag, and looks to be now getting a little bit better after being drilled by that Grant Lively fastball. Gonna have to put some ice on it after this game for sure. Lively, first pitch to Jameson. Misses for ball one outside. Jameson popped out to third his first time up. Reached base on a drop third strike his last time up, and then came home to score. That fifth run for Wheeling Post 1. This pitch from Lively low for ball two to Jameson, so 2-0 count. Looks like we have some action in Bridgeport's bullpen again. As over warming up now is Jack Gould. 2-0, 2 out. Jameson up the bat. Lively's 2-0. Low and away for ball three. So Wheeling Post 1 trying to add on to its 3-run lead with 2 out. 3-0 is a strike as Jameson threw the bat back, tried to play it off as well as he could for it to be ball four. And now he has to pick that bat back up for the 3-1. Grounded to the third baseman Dylan Duvall, and he's going to chase the runner Wilson, who was running from second to third out of the baseline, so he's called out, and that'll end the inning. So after 5, it remains 5-2 for Wheeling Post 1 here against Bridgeport Post 68. This is the West Virginia American Legion Baseball State Tournament on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg. From breathtaking outdoors to unique local eats, world-class geocaching, and thriving local culture, Martinsburg, Berkeley County, West Virginia is where you can live your adventure. Berkeley County offers fantastic outdoor experiences, from our rugged hiking paths to scenic nature paths, public parks, fishing streams, and nature preserves. Cap off your outdoor adventures with a stroll through historic downtown Martinsburg. Join us and immerse yourself in our rich local history and scenic surroundings. Check out upcoming events and plan your adventure at travelwv.com.
We're back here at P.O. Faulkner Park and entering the top of the sixth, which is sponsored by Liberty Distributors. Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Back in the studio is Dylan Bishop. Due up for Bridgeport, post 68, the 9-1-2 batters, Goodwin, Lively, and Pierce. So they trail Wheeling post 1 by 3. Score 5-2.
Top of the sixth, number 2, Sam Goodwin.
First pitch from Ryland Robb is a strike to Goodwin to begin this sixth inning. Goodwin grounded into a fielder's choice his first time up, reached first on that FC. His last time up, singled. So this pitch, he grounds fair down the third baseline. The throw across the diamond is going to pull the first baseman, Quinn Jamison, off the bag. That would have been close over at first. Going to call it a infield single. So Skadra does not get an error against him over at third.
Number 3, Grant Lively.
Good hustle there by the center fielder. The 9 spot in Goodwin. It's Grant Lively now up the bat. First pitch from Robb to Lively misses upstairs for ball 1. Pickoff attempt over at first. Low. Jamison never puts a tag on Goodwin as he was back to the bag. Lively squares the bunt, pulls the bat back as this pitch misses for a ball. Count 2-0. Lively hit into a 1-3 sack bunt his last time up. The move Goodwin over as another pickoff attempt over to first. Not in time. 2-0, squaring the bunts again. That's a strike. Count 2-1. As Lively pulled the bat back. Robb has the ball in hand. Pickoff attempt over at first. Almost past Quinn Jamison as the throw was low, but he's able to jump down and grab that one. Robb, 2-1 count here against Lively. Pitch, and that's going to be a fly ball into left field. Jared Marsh is there as he takes a few steps back to make the catch for out number 1. So Lively flies out to left. The runner stays put at first, and Goodwin. Now batting will be Brody Pierce here in the top of the sixth for Bridgeport. Pierce has walked, singled, grounded into a first base fielder's choice his last time up. First pitch he sees, misses for a ball. So 1-0 count. Robb looks over at the runner at first. Sets, 1-0. Big swing and a miss for a strike from Pierce, who was behind that fastball low. Good spot there by Ryland Robb. It's the count now 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball that misses for ball 2. 2-1 count with 1 out. Pickoff attempt over at first. As the ball hits out of Quinn Jamison's glove, but not far enough away for the runner to try to go to second. 2-1 count to Pierce, who tips this pitch from Rob right into the catcher, Dylan Wilson, and he's going to be checked out. So we'll have a timeout, which is sponsored by WVU Medicine. It's a 2-2 count with 1 out. Looks like Dylan Wilson's okay. They're just going to give him some time, though, to fully make sure he's good. He's tossing the baseball in his hand, waiting for the home plate umpire to talk with Ryland Robb. Home plate umpire gave Rob a new baseball, so baseball in Wilson's hand will go into the bag of the home plate umpire. That foul ball from Pierce went straight into the catcher's mask for Wilson, which is why we had the delay. 2-2 pitch. Curveball that is hit down the first baseline, and it's going to go past Braxton Billick and roll all the way to the wall. Rounding all the way from first, coming home to score is Goodwin. Going to third is Pierce. It's a base-clearing triple with 1 out here in the top of the 6th, making it a 5-3 ball game. So 2-run lead now for Wheeling Post 1 against Bridgeport Post 68. That'll bring up Mark Biafor. So he represents the tying run. Biafor has walked twice, struck out swinging once so far today. And he's going to send a fly ball to deep center field. It's caught by Alex Taylor. And that's going to be deep enough to score the run at third. So now it's a 5-4 ball game here in the top of the 6th. So Biafor with an RBI sac fly. It's 2 out now. Nobody on. Dylan Duvall up to bat. Rob against Duvall now, who singled his last time up in this meeting. Takes the first pitch, which is a breaking ball, called strike 1. A 1 in the turf, missing for a ball. Count 1-1 to Dylan Duvall. Duvall will step back in. Rob shakes off the first call from his catcher Wilson. Now sets. The 1-1 pitch, way outside, slipped out of Rob's hand, went into the opposite batter's box, straight to the backstop. The count now 2-1. We wait for the ball to get retrieved. The on-deck man, Michaelis, had to go out and get it. 2-1 count to Duvall. Pitch from Rob. Called strike 2 as Duvall lets that one go by. Even up the count at 2 apiece. 2-2 pitch. That's going to be blooped right over the pitcher. The second baseman, Cole, throw to first. Just in time over at first on the bang-bang play. So it's a 4-3 ground out to end the inning here in the top of the 6th. But 2 runs are able to score on 2 hits for Bridgeport Post 68. So we're at the bottom of the 6th in a 5-4 Wheeling Post 1 lead. This is the West Virginia American Legion Baseball State Tournament on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Back in 1 minute.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
We welcome you back. It's now a one-run ball game. Wheeling Post 1 leads Bridgeport Post 68. 5-4. So we head to the bottom of the sixth, which is sponsored by the Ziegenfelder Company. Grant Lively out on the mound still. Look like we might have a defensive change somewhere potentially for Bridgeport Post 68. Going to have to find out who and where, as all I saw was their coach go over the talk, and it looked like he had something. As due up for Wheeling Post 1 is Cole Marsh Taylor, the 9-1-2 batters, as the first pitch from Lively to Cole is a strike. The 0-1, he's going to hit a one-hopper to the first baseman, Michaelis. He's going to underhand toss it to Grant Lively, who runs over to cover the bag for out number 1. So Cole out on a 3-1 ground out. Here in the bottom of the sixth, we'll bring up Jared Marsh for the fourth time this afternoon. With one out and nobody on.
Number 7, Jared Marsh.
Marsh has walked twice so far today. Flew out to right as well, as the first pitch from Lively is a ball. 1-0 count. This pitch misses for ball 2. So 2-0 count now. 2-0. Scoring the bunt, but pulling the bat back is Marsh, as that misses for ball 3. So 3-0 count to Marsh. So Lively takes his time before the 3-0, making his way back on the pitcher's mound as the ball wasn't caught by him, so it rolled off. 3-0 pitch. High, and that's ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk issued by Lively to Marsh. Puts him at first with one out here in the bottom of the sixth. That'll bring up Taylor.
Number 12, Alex Taylor.
Alex Taylor hit into a 1-3 fielder's choice his first time up on a bunt, singled his second time up, and then hit into a 6-4 fielder's choice his last time up. Pickoff attempt over at first by Lively, and safely is Marsh. Lively sets. Pitch. Outside to Taylor for a ball. Almost looked like it was kind of a pitch out to see if the runner was moving over at first base, and he wasn't. 1-0. Another pickoff attempt by Lively, and Marsh is in easily. Back at the first base bag. Taylor up the bat, the pitch from Lively, and that's ball 2, high and inside. Now we'll have Connor Blake walk the ball out to his pitcher, Grant Lively, to settle him down a little bit. Bridgeport Post 68 wants to keep this a one-run deficit against Wheeling. Post 1. It's an elimination game, so you lose, you're done here in this state tournament. 2-0. Below the knees for ball 3. So, 7 straight balls here from Grant Lively. Make it 8. Back-to-back walks. Runners now at first and second. 1 down. We're going to get a mound visit sponsored by WVU Medicine for Bridgeport Post 68. Grant Lively looks like we'll give the baseball to his coach. His day will be done, which means we'll have fourth pitcher come out for Bridgeport Post 68. So we'll step aside, take a 30-second break. This is the West Virginia American Legion Baseball State Tournament on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10.
The Glessner Group has everything you need to grow and protect your business with accounting, insurance, financial solutions, and creative services. Will put you on the path to success. choose the Glessner Group. The Glessner Group has everything you need to grow and protect your business with accounting, insurance, financial solutions, and creative services. We'll put you on the path to success. Choose the Glessner Group.
We welcome you back. Pitching change is a straight switch. Gould for Lively. So Jack Gould will go to the mound for Bridgeport Post 68, trying to leave Wheeling Post 1's runners stranded and keep it a 5-4 Wheeling Post 1 lead before Bridgeport Post 68 would be down to its final 3 outs in the top of the 7th. I'm Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio WRNR and TV10. Dylan Bishop back at the studio. The game following this one at 4 p.m. will be Morgantown Post 2, who's the only team undefeated left in this tournament. They'll take on Charleston Post 65. It's Jack Gould's first batter he'll face is Jackson Murray of Wheeling Post 1. Murray singled his first time up, flew out to left his second time up, struck out looking his last time up. Connor Blake, the catcher, wants to go out and talk with his pitcher, Jack Gould, one more time before this at-bat. One out, runners at first and second. First pitch is called strike one to Murray. No balls, one strike as the righty and Murray steps back up to the batter's box. 0-1 from Gould. Outside for a ball. Throw over to first as the runner was way out there. Thought that the runner at second was potentially running as Marsh made it look like he was at first. And then the throw from the catcher, Blake, was behind the bag, so Michaelis couldn't put a tag on. 1-1 count to Murray. Pitch from Gould. That's going to be fouled straight back by Murray for a strike, so count 1-2. Gould stretches before stepping back on the bump. 1-2 count to Murray. And it's a hit-and-run situation as that's a worm burnow up the middle past the diving Isaac Lowe. And the center fielder's going to throw to third, not in time. The runner from second, Marsh, comes home to score for Wheeling Post 1. They now lead at 6-4 against Bridgeport Post 68 here in the bottom of the 6th. So an RBI single for Murray, who reached second on the throw. Moving over to third on that throw as well was Taylor. Marsh came in to score. 1 out. Andrew Skadra now up to bat against Jack Gould. Pitch from Gould. Taken by Skadra for strike number 1. Runners at second and third take their leads. Pitch from Gould. Inside, almost hit Skadra. That's a ball. Count 1-1. Gould sets. Line up in the 1-1 pitch. Inside again. It's ball 2. So, 2 balls, 1 strike. Skadra up to bat against Gould. Runners at second and third. Pitch. Called strike 2 as Skadra doesn't offer at it. Gold steps back on the rubber. 2-2 count to Andrew Skadra. 2-2 pitch. Softly grounded to the third baseman, Dylan Duvall, and he's going to go to first. Gets out number 2. Didn't feel like, even though he was in on the turf, that he could throw home to get the runner, who came home to score, and Taylor, extending Wheeling Post 1's lead now to 7-4 here in the bottom of the 6th, though. Post 1 able to respond to Bridgeport Post 68's 2 runs in the top of the 6th. So now you have 2 out. Runner at third. Now batting will be Dylan Wilson, but first, we're going to get another pitching change. So, we're going to take ourselves a 30-second break for the pitching change. This is the West Virginia American Legion Baseball State Tournament on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
WVU Medicine introduces Walk-In Wednesdays. The Human Resources Department at the WVU Medicine Corporate Center in Martinsburg will host Walk-In Wednesdays every Wednesday in July. A WVU recruiter will be on site 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. to answer questions about positions available and assist those who submit applications via Workday. The WVU Medicine Corporate Center is located at 121 Administrative Drive in Martinsburg. Stop by to learn why employees who work here thrive here.
We welcome you back. Whoa. That warm-up pitch from the new pitcher kind of startled me a little bit. So it came straight back and hit off the press box here. It's now on the mound is Dylan Duvall for Bridgeport Post 68. The Gold, I believe, goes to second. And Vianney went to third.
For Bridgeport, number 9, Dylan Duvall.
So there you go. We're in the bottom of the 6th. 7-4 Wheeling Post 1 leads Bridgeport Post 68. I'm Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio WRNR. And TV 10 back at the studio is Dylan Bishop. Dylan Wilson will be up to bat when we resume here after the Skadra 5-3 Fielder's Choice RBI for out number 2 with the runner on third.
Number 2, Dylan Wilson.
Dylan Wilson walked his first time up, flew out to center second time up, singled his last time up. First pitch, he's going to pop straight up in foul territory. Running back is the catcher, and that ball's going to hit the net. As Connor Blake couldn't get it. It's strike 1. So, Blake hands the ball back to Dylan Duvall, who's going to walk his way back out onto the pitcher's mound. Wheeling Post 1 fans trying to get behind Dylan Wilson here against Dylan Duvall. Duvall's pitch inside almost takes the head off of Dylan Wilson. Count now 1-1 as he's able to get out of the way. 1-1 count, 2 outs, runner at third for Wheeling Post 1. Pitch from Duvall. That's going to be a fly ball right to the right fielder, Brody Pierce, and he's going to catch it to retire the side. So, 2 runs score in the bottom of the 6th. That put the lead back to 3 for Wheeling Post 1. It's 7-4 here against Bridgeport Post 68. And for Post 68, I'll head to the top of the 7th, down to their final 3 outs of the tournament potentially, unless they can score those 3 or more. Step aside, take a 1-minute break. This is the West Virginia American Legion Baseball State Tournament on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Attention Ohio Valley, looking for top-notch facility solutions? Look no further than Liberty Distributors. From packaging to printing, we've got you covered. Need custom solutions? We're your go-to team. Here's why you'll love us. Quality products, our packaging keeps your goods safe and secure. Eco-friendly options, go green with our sustainable solutions. Printing expertise, custom labels, logos, and more. Trust Liberty Distributors to deliver excellence. Visit us at 6015 National Road, call us 800-828-9920, or explore our website today.
My family wants you to know, when you purchase a vehicle from us, it's more than just acquiring a new vehicle. You're gaining a partner genuinely invested in your experience and long-term happiness. You're not just a number to us. You become part of our family with a lasting relationship that extends well beyond the showroom.
We welcome you back here. Top of the 7th inning is sponsored by Staub Automotive. Wheeling Post 1 leads Bridgeport Post 68 7-4 here in this elimination game. Bridgeport Post 68 will send Michaelis, Lowe, Blake, the 5, 6, 7 batters, up to bat to try to mount the comeback and keep their hopes alive in this West Virginia State tournament. If they cannot, they'll be eliminated, and Wheeling Post 1 will advance to tomorrow. First pitch, high for a ball from Ryland Robb to Michaelis to begin this top of the 7th with a 1-0 count. 1-0. Low to Robb for ball 2. Count 2-0 to Michaelis. Robb. Pitch. Catches the outside part of the plate for a strike. Count now 2-1 to Michaelis. Michaelis grounded out to third his first time up. Singled his second time up. Walked his last time up. This pitch makes it 2-2. Sits right in the same spot as the last strike. Robb sets. 2-2 pitch to Michaelis. And he's going to line that one foul way out of play, but that had some carry behind it. So he lands on top of the batter's cage. Keeps the count 2-2. Robb, 2-2 pitch to Michaelis. Tried to get him to chase outside. Michaelis holds the bat back. The count now full 3-2. Morgantown Post 2, Charleston Post 65 coming up after this one. So don't go anywhere. 3-2 pitch. That's going to be sent into left field. Backtracking's Jared Marsh, and he has it just before the warning track for out number 1 to retire Michaelis. His now batting will be Isaac Lowe for Bridgeport. 1 out, nobody on here in this 3-run ball game for Wheeling Post 1, leading Bridgeport Post 68 7-4. A lefty and low. First pitch from Robb inside. He scoots back, so that's ball 1. Lowe has an RBI today on a sacrificed fly to center. His other 2 at-bats, however, have been strikeouts swinging as he lets this pitch go by for a strike to even up the count at 1-1. Robb sets. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. That's softly grounded over towards the second baseman, Cole. And he'll toss it over to his first baseman, Jamison, for out number 2. So, 2 down now in the top of the 7th, which means Wheeling Post 1 is 1 out away from getting to play tomorrow on Championship Monday. Now Connor Blake up the bat for Bridgeport. Rob's first pitch, low for a ball in the turf on a fastball. Blake was hit by a pitch twice. Popped out to second his last time up. Dylan Wilson gives a thumbs up to his coach after that one hit him low. He looks to be good. Looks like it might have came up hitting him in the mask as well. He gets checked out. And we'll resume. Dylan Wilson tough out there. Gets a pat on the back from the home plate umpire while squatting down now. We'll resume Blake's at bat. Rob's 1-0. Gonna hit Blake for the third time today. That one drills him in the head. Ouch. That hurt. He needs to call Zavolta Law Office, and you should too if you're ever injured in an accident. Man, this bill for Connor Blake to the Zavolta Law Office is going to be a pretty pricey one after today. Maybe he gets the buy two, get one free option. I don't know. As now batting is Sammy Vianney. First pitch from Rob is a strike. Oh, 1. Tails outside for a ball on the breaking ball. The count now even at 1-1. One ball, one strike, 2 outs. Runners on first here in the top of the 7th. Rob's pitch just below the knees to Vianney for ball 2. Vianney walked his first time up, popped out to short his second time up, flew out to center his last time up. 2-1 pitch. Skips off home plate for a ball. Off the chest protector of Wilson. Over to the right. The runner in Blake stays put at first base. With there being 2 outs and a 3-run ball game here in the top of the 7th. Three-one pitch. Misses high for ball 4. So now with 2 outs. Runners first and second. Goodwin, the 9-hole hitter, is going to come up to bat, but first it looks like we might have a pitching change. Or it'll just be a hopefully quick talk with the infield, the coach, and Ryland Robb, the pitcher. It's 7-4 here. Wheeling Post 1 leads Bridgeport Post 68. Post 68's potential tying run, Goodwin, will be up to bat. Goodwin has 2 singles today. Grounded into a fielder's choice his first time up. So, here we go. Rob's going to stay out there.
Number 2, Sam Goodwin.
Rob's pitch. High and outside for ball 1 to Goodwin. So 1-0 count with 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Lively on deck. 1-0 in between the legs of Dylan Wilson to the backstop. That's ball 2. Vianney goes to second. Blake goes to third on the passed ball. That was low, just past the glove of the catcher, Dylan Wilson, into the 5-hole, straight to the bricks behind home plate. It's Goodwin now has the runners in scoring position in this 3-run ball game as the 2-0 is a strike on the outside corner. Count now 2-1. Goodwin, the lefty here against Ryland Robb. He's going to send a fly ball down the third baseline in foul territory, and it's going to bounce just a few steps in front of the left fielder, Jared Marsh, for strike 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runners at second and third. Number 2, Goodwin up to bat against Ryland Robb, trying to get Wheeling Post 1 the win, send them to tomorrow's championship opportunity. Robb sets. 2-2. Way outside. He tried to go with the breaking ball but didn't release it correctly. So count now full 3-2. He hasn't found much success with that breaking ball. Strong suit so far today has been the fastball. 3-2 pitch. It's the fastball that's grounded down the first baseline and foul. So Goodwin stays alive, and we'll see a 7th pitch of the at-bat. Bridgeport Post 68 not going down without a fight here in the top of the 7th. 2 outs, runners at second and third now. we'll have a timeout called before the 3-2 pitch, as nobody out of Bridgeport's dugout went to try to get that ball. Somebody finally does. Here we go. 3-2 pitch from Rob. Fly ball by Goodwin, shallow left field. Calling off the shortstop is Jared Marsh, the left fielder, and he has it to make the catch. That's the ball game. Wheeling, Post 1, is victorious against Bridgeport Post 68 by a final score of 7-4. So Wheeling Post 1 advances to tomorrow's 1 o'clock game. They'll take on the winner of Morgantown Post 2 and Charleston Post 65, which is scheduled to start in about half an hour, but will probably be pushed back to allow time for warm-ups. We'll step aside, take ourselves a 2-minute break, and then be back to wrap things up with the post-game coverage. This is the West Virginia American Legion Baseball State Tournament on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Back in 2 minutes.
Most insurance companies see you as a claim number. Most law firms see you as a case file. When their top priority is their bottom line, you only get a fraction of the attention that you deserve. At the law firm of Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, it's personal. We listen to our clients to see the whole picture, because every part of you is important. For a team built on relationships and results, call Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson at 304 Lawyers, or visit us at burkeandschultz.com.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Mommy, where does flavor come from?
Well, when people love food, they cook it on a Traeger grill. Meat, corn, even pie. And then the Traeger does the rest, which brings everyone to celebrate this beautiful thing that they've created. Because when you share delicious food with your friends, that's the flavor of life.
Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
My kids, you know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
We welcome you back to P.O. Faulkner Park for a quick post-game show on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Colin McLaughlin here. Back in the studio is Dylan Bishop as Wheeling Post 1 defeats Bridgeport Post 68 by a final score of 7-4, sending Wheeling Post 1 to tomorrow's championship Monday. They'll take on the winner of the next game, Morgantown Post 2 and Charleston Post 65. Bridgeport Post 68, 4 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors, 11 left on base for Wheeling Post 1. 7 runs, 6 hits, no errors, 6 left on base. Ryland Robb gets the win out on the mound, and he is the player of the game. So that wraps things up here for us. Game 2, it looks like Morgantown Post 2 will be the away team as they get ready to take on Charleston Post 65, who will be the home team. So that, scheduled for 4 o'clock, probably will be pushed back a little bit, but don't go anywhere. Looks like 4:30, we just got word, will be the start of the next game. So go get something to eat, relax, and we'll be back at around 4:20. So this is the West Virginia American Legion Baseball State Tournament on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. We'll be back in about 50 minutes.
You've been tuned into American Legion Baseball for the continued excitement of high school, college, and Major League Baseball. Keep it tuned to 106.5 FM, AM 740, Comcast Cable Channel 10, and online at talkradiowrnr.com.